They may know who's on the block, but the house guests have no idea that I'm here and that someone is about to be sent packing. Welcome to a surprise special eviction episode of Big Brother.
Previously on Big Brother, at the second double eviction of the summer.
Before the hour is over, 2 of you will be evicted.
Dan took power.
Congratulations, Dan. You are the new head of household.
Ian was told he was going on the block as a pawn. But Dan set a plan in motion to backstab him.
Contrary to popular belief, I don't enjoy stabbing people in the back, but it's what I have to do to try to get to the end and win this thing.
When the boy genius won the veto, yes! Dan was forced to set his sights on a new target. But Danielle wasn't ready to cut Shane loose. So Joe was taken out instead.
Joe, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
At the head of household competition, Ian continued his winning streak.
Congratulations. You're the new HOH, buddy.
And he contemplated putting Dan on the block.
Guess what, Ian? I'm not cool with that, and I'm going to come up with some crazy plan to make sure you actually don't follow through with it.
At the nomination ceremony, Shane became the Quack Pack's pawn.
I've nominated you, Shane, and you, Jen, for eviction.
But Dan had more sinister intentions.
I wanted to take out Shane during the double eviction, but Danielle talked me out of it. This time, I talked Ian into not putting me up so he could put Shane up so I could take my final shot at the kid from Vermont.
Tonight, the veto is played, someone will be evicted, and a new head of household will be crowned. Plus, a luxury prize sends 2 house guests to meet the gold medal winning U.S. women's gymnastics team. This special eviction episode happens right now on Big Brother.
Going to vomit.
Good evening, I'm Julie Chen. Welcome to Big Brother. It's day 68 inside the Big Brother house, and we are only 1 week away from crowning a winner. But with 5 house guests still battling it out, there's still a lot of game to be played. It's time to surprise the house guests with news of tonight's special eviction. House guests, I need everyone to gather in the living room right now.
Holy smokes.
Oh,
Julie. What the heck?
Oh, no!
Hi. Oh, my goodness.
Shane.
Wake up.
Hurry up.
Shane.
Looking great as always, Julie.
Looks better than us.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
Oh, nuts.
Oh.
How did I know?
Come on, Ian.
Ian,
Yep.
come on.
You're the one and only Julie.
All right.
When she speaks. Holy hell.
Sorry to intrude, but eviction night has come early to the Big Brother house.
Of course it has.
And I suggest all of you get ready because I'll be back before you know it for the vote, eviction, and HOH competition. As the house guests prepare for tonight's eviction, it was just last week that Dan was prepared to send Ian packing. But with his own Quack Pack alliance secretly united against him, Ian beat the odds, surviving double eviction night and rising to power. Still in the dark and wanting to keep his alliance strong, he targeted Jen, the only non-Quack Pack member in the house, nominating her for eviction. By her side, he put up Shane as a pawn. So, will the Quack Pack survive the night, or will Shane fall victim to Dan's devious plan? We'll soon find out. But first, even though Jen and Shane stand on the brink of eviction, they do have one last hope: win the power of veto and win their freedom from the block.
Dan, you are safe.
I have nominated you, Shane, and you, Jen, for eviction. What I would like to reiterate is that the veto is really what counts, and I want everybody to go out there and play hard. With that, the nomination ceremony is adjourned.
Dan snags the key. Dan just nominated Ian. I mean, what's this guy got to do to get on the block? This guy keeps on pulling out magic tricks on the reg.
Ian just put me up for a nomination. I know I'm a pawn, but it still sucks. At least I got the Quack Packers backing me up. Hopefully we can send Jen out the door. Bye-bye, quack, quack.
I'm really nervous that Shane's on the block. I know that Dan wants to get rid of him, so I'm just extremely afraid going into this week because I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm pretty excited because I just bent Ian's mind so he didn't nominate me. Looks like Shane's up on the block and I finally get to take a second shot at this kid.
I'm not going to say to you, Dan. Congratulations. I don't feel like talking to Dan right now at this particular moment because I feel like I'm going to blow up on the guy, and it's just not worth it at this point.
Jen, I got to talk to you real quick. Come here.
You can always manage to get yourself out of the situation. I know he wants to send you.
You know what? This is good for you.
Yeah, I know it's good for me, and that's all I'm really concerned about. Congratulations. You know.
It's great that Jen's upset because I think that makes Shane feel like he's really not the target this week and he has no idea I'm going to try to kick him out. Also, the more I comfort Jen, the more I gain her trust, which is going to help me in this end game.
Why do you keep getting yourself out of these sticky situations?
Tell me it. He's a dangerous player on your side.
Okay, I'm hoping and praying.
Forget that.
You're right. I'm having an emotional day. I know.
Unbelievable. Was Shane upset that he was on the block? He got put on the block today or no?
Maybe he's just putting a face on for me. Because he's not going to tell me. He's not going to game talk with me. Like, some part of me wonders because, like, he doesn't treat me like he is really into me, you know? So that makes me feel like maybe he was just doing all this dancing or whatever for games. Do you think he's playing me, Jen?
I hope to God he's not.
But it looks like he is.
I mean, this is great news, what she's saying about Shane. I mean, the more she's upset with him, the better it is for me to stay here in this game.
It's alright. I'll play all naive and sweet girl. You just can't win it. Don't worry. I'm about to play the player. What is this?
I walk into the yard and I see some platforms, a giant puzzle board, and what look like Salvador Dali melting clocks. Time flies in the Big Brother house, and this competition is going to put your internal clock to the test. Here's how it works. When the horn sounds, you must fly from your puzzle to your timer and hit the button. This will magnetize your puzzle board for 20 seconds. Then jet back to your puzzle to start assembling your pieces. But be careful. The clock is ticking, and if you don't fly back and hit your button before your clock hits 0, the board will demagnetize and your pieces will fall off, forcing you to start over. If your board becomes demagnetized, you have 10 seconds to reset your timer or your game is over. The first person to have a complete puzzle and fly back to hit their button will win the power of veto. The winner of this veto competition will also receive a special luxury prize to be revealed after the competition.
At this point in the game, I have to make sure that I win POV. That ensures me Final Four. Although if I do win the power of veto, that means that the replacement nom has to be another Quack Packer. But it's something I got to do. I'm looking out for myself now. It's time for me to win this veto competition, because if I do win it, I can knock Shane out of this game forever.
I really want to win this thing, because if I do, my nominations will stay the same. Jen will go home. Just guarantees that the Quack Pack stuck together and made it to the Final Four.
But I'm really trying to hit the #1 spot here, and my position is real shaky here in this house. I've got to try to win this veto.
The object of the game is to put together your puzzle before everyone else. The only thing is, there's a ticking time bomb going off that you have to worry about. Every 20 seconds, you have to fly to the other platform and hit the red button. If you don't do that in time, your puzzle's going to fall down.
The hardest thing for this competition was the time. I just wish it would have been a puzzle on the ground. Why do I need to fly all over the air? Why is that necessary?
My strategy to solve this puzzle is to configure it in my little trough and not up on the board. I want to make sure that I have all the pieces I need and then start putting up the pieces. My strategy is to get all my puzzle pieces up on the board, then fly across the yard and keep hitting with the red button and try to solve the puzzle. So that way I'm not flying back and forth wasting time.
I'm working on the puzzle by trying to put all the pieces on the board before I actually try and solve it. But I'm having a really hard time with the clock. And they kept falling off, making me have to start over and over again. Those have told me I have terrible timing. They're right.
I look over and I see that Shane has got it together and he's doing really well. And who would have ever thought that I'd be cheating off Shane on a puzzle?
So I have most of my puzzle pieces up, which is fantastic. I mean, I really got to fight to win this POV. I'm out here by myself, and I need to guarantee my own safety.
Forgot that I couldn't let my clock run out after my puzzle demagnetized, so now I'm eliminated from the game. Shane, 10 Shane. I realized that Shane and Jen are the only ones that are doing remotely well at this game. I really need to help Shane win so I can send Jen home. Go, Shane, go! One of your pieces is wrong.
So I hear Ian helping out Shane, and I'm like, oh, so frustrating. I don't have anyone helping me out. I'm by myself here. It's not looking good for me.
Go.
Oh, refocus. Ian, put your glasses away and stop helping Shane. Shane cannot win this veto because I want him out of the house this week.
Shane, go hit the button. Hit the button. Congratulations, Shane. You've won the golden power of veto.
Thanks, Bubba. Appreciate it. Number 4, I did it again. It's been a while. Guess what this means? Big brother, I'm Final Four. I'm coming for the $500,000. I also won a luxury prize. I can't wait to see what it is. Wow, I'm a hot mess.
But the veto, I didn't pull out the win. This absolutely sucks. My fate is not in my own hands at this point.
Here we go, Quack Pack till the end. Yippee! Looks like me or Danielle are going up on the block. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure I'm not sitting in that red nomination chair.
Having won the power veto, it's clear Shane will use it to remove himself from the block. So the next question is, who will go up in his place? We'll find out soon enough. Up next, two house guests flip over a visit with the U.S. women's gymnastics team. Stay with us. The U.S. women's gymnastics team. These gold medalists inspired a nation, but can they inspire two lucky house guests?
Hey guys, I need everyone in the living room. So as you know, the veto winner yesterday got a special luxury prize. I'm about to read what that is. Congratulations! You've been in the house for 65 days and missed a lot. But now you're going to get the chance to see some of the stars at the biggest event of the summer. Please pick one house guest to go with you for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So now I got to make the tough decision of the season, I think. Danielle, I've decided to bring you. All right, we only got an hour, Danielle. Let's go. We got to get ready. Come on. Enjoy your first date. After you, ma'am.
I cannot describe how excited I am to get out of this house.
Let's get this party on the road.
But it's so weird. It's so weird to think that we're leaving the house.
Yeah, I don't even know where we're going, what we're doing. I'm extremely excited. Would you have woke up this morning and thought that you were going to be leaving the BB house?
Never.
We're actually seeing cars right now. How crazy is that?
Gas is $4.33.
That ain't good.
Other people. Isn't that so weird that we're so excited to see strangers?
Kinda.
I'm super excited that you picked me.
Who would I have picked? Come on. I think officially this is our first date. See you there. Arena right there. Box office. Oh boy. You ready? Watch your drums. Oh, you get to read it.
All right. As a part of the Final Five, you are about to witness a performance at the Kellogg's Tour of Gymnastics Champions that is traveling around the U.S. this fall. The cast features many world and Olympic champions, including the Fierce Five, the U.S. women's gymnastics team who captured the world's attention at this summer's Olympic Games in London.
That's
Enjoy.
Crazy.
Yay.
Very nice. Congrats.
Thank you.
Oh, this is crazy.
We're here at the Tour of Champions, and I'm about to watch the Fierce Five from this year's Olympic Games in London. I used to do gymnastics.
That's right.
So I'm super, super excited to see them. Surprise! We're the Fierce Five!
This is crazy. Hugs all around.
All of a sudden, these five girls walk in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is them. And then it was amazing. I was so flattered to meet them. Nice to meet you.
Congratulations. The Fierce Five walk in? Are you kidding me? I'm still a little jittery because of it. So what are you guys' names?
I'm Gabrielle and I'm 16.
16.
I'm Allie and I'm 18. I'm Kyla and I'm 15. I'm Michaela and I'm 16. I'm Jordan and I'm 17.
How long have y'all been tumbling into gymnastics? Like, what age did you start?
2. I started when I was 2.
2?
I was 3. I was 6.
6?
I was a late bloomer.
You just won gold and everything.
Yeah, I won the all around. We won the gold medal in the team competition by 5 points.
Who'd you guys beat?
Russia.
Very nice. That's so crazy.
Are you two boyfriend and girlfriend?
That's a good question. We've shared. Go ahead. I'll let you tell them.
We haven't really talked about it. We've just been locked up in a house. So this is the first time we've actually been together outside of the house. So. Have y'all ever heard of the show or seen the show? You know what it is?
Who's your favorite?
Yeah.
Me? Come on. Thank you. How many girls were you competing against? Is it broken down 24 girls from around the world?
Yeah.
It's kind of equivalent to BB. You know, a lot of people try out. Hopefully we'll be winners like you guys. You never know. It's not going up.
Yeah, they want to pick.
I got a silver medal on vault, and I was on the podium, and I went like this with my face on
like
camera.
A stink face.
Yeah, it's our stink face.
Oh, all right.
They're not impressed. Got on camera.
Sure.
So when Michaela told us about their not impressed face, so we definitely took a picture with them doing it, and I'm just, gosh, they were so much fun to be around.
And yell, 3, 2, 1, yeah! Great, perfect.
I love gymnastics. I love tumbling. I think it is one of the hardest sports to ever perform, and so I am so honored, privileged, flattered to sit here and watch them after, especially meeting them, you know, so I'm going to be cheering really loud. Feels like a date, and he's being super, super sweet today, which is a plus. So, I mean, I'm really, really enjoying myself. Yeah. My gut tells me that the connection that Shane and I is real, and to be honest, I really don't want this night to end.
What are your parents? What do you think they think about me?
Oh, I know they love you.
You know?
Yeah. It's so refreshing to see Shane without worrying about all the constant cameras and everybody else judging us, and for him to just relax and be super sweet.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Will you let me sleep in your bed tonight?
Do you want to?
I do.
This is one of the top moments of my life so far.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much did it mean to you?
10.
10?
Yeah, easy.
All right, good.
Fine.
I'm glad. If we don't win, we walked away with something.
You're right.
Not just the experience, but the night together.
Aww.
Right.
That's sweet.
Ow!
Damn.
How was it? What'd you bring? Here, tell us in here.
The U.S. Olympic, gymnastics, they're doing a huge show around the United States in 40 cities.
Oh.
They all won the gold medals.
Oh, wow.
How was the show?
Oh, my God. It wasn't like an Olympic thing. They actually did a show. Today was amazing. I had a great time.
Just coming to check on you.
I want to send some spikes.
I missed you.
I miss you more.
Didn't like it without you. When I told Danielle I missed her because she was gone all day with Shane, did I mean that? Maybe, maybe not. I just really wanted to make sure our final 2 deal was still good. What was Shane like?
Super sweet. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, being out there on that date with Shane all day really, really confused me. My head's telling me to choose Dan, but my heart's telling me to choose Shane. And I don't know which one to listen to.
Shane used his power to take Danielle on their first date, but if he uses the power of veto, he could put her game on the line. The veto meeting is next. Stay with us. Having won the power veto, Shane will no doubt use it to free himself from the chopping block. The only question is, who will go up in his place?
I know another Quack Packer is going to be put up as a replacement nom, but I have to ensure my safety this week. Screw them. I got to do what's good for me. I will not be 100% happy until I see Danielle go up as a replacement nominee. If Ian puts up Danielle, this guarantees my spot in the Final Four, and it's incredible. I couldn't be more excited. Hey, everyone. It's time for the veto meeting. This is the veto meeting. Jen and myself have been nominated for eviction, but I have the power to veto one of the nominations. It's so far into this game, I got to make sure that I'm safe and I got to do what's best for me. So I have decided
to use the veto on myself. Ian, since I use a veto on myself, you have to pick a replacement nominee. I'm sorry.
I did think a lot about this decision, and I just decided that it would not be in my rational best interest to give a couple of the votes this week. So I am going to nominate Danielle. Sorry.
This veto meeting is adjourned.
Yet again, and everything's going to plan. I can see the $500,000 in sight, and I'm willing to stab anyone or do anything to make sure I win this thing again.
Shane has removed himself from the block, and this puts his closest ally in jeopardy. Will Danielle's game come to an end, or will Jen be sent packing? Find out next. Stay with us.
It's time for America's vote. The Big Brother house guests have fought hard. They've laughed, cried, and played their hearts out. And now you get to award your favorite house guest $25,000 in cash. Select the number of the house guest you want to win $25,000 and text it to 81818. Text 1 for Ashley, 2 for Brittany, 3 for Dan, 4 for Danielle, 5 for Frank, 6 for Ian, 7 for Janelle, 8 for Jen, 9 for Jody, 10 for Joe, 11 for JoJo, 12 for Kara, 13 for Mike, 14 for Shane, or 15 for Will. The winner of this special prize will be announced during the live season finale of Big Brother on Wednesday, September 19th. So cast your vote now. $1 per text message vote. Maximum 10 text message votes. For free online voting, go to cbs.com/bigbrother. Votes will be accepted until September 18th, 2012 at 11:59 a.m. Pacific Time.
Welcome back to Big Brother. Jen and Danielle have lasted 68 days in the Big Brother house. Now, one of them is about to leave the house empty-handed. Who will become the 5th member of the jury? Let's head to the living room and find out. House guests, hello again. Jen, Danielle, in just a few moments, Dan and Shane will cast their votes to evict, but before they do, you each have one last chance to plead your case. Jen, you're first.
Thank you, Julie. Guys, unbelievable summer. I had such a great time. You guys are truly incredible people. Danielle, I love you to pieces. I know we're going to be friends forever. Shane, you're incredible. Ian, Dan, much love, always. There's a certain term that says, you know when your time is up, and it's been a pleasure to be here, Julie. What can I say? I love you, Mom. I love you, New York City. I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Danielle, your turn.
I just want to say I've had a great time this summer, as you all know. Hopefully I continue to stay to be here. Jen, you know, I think you're awesome, amazing. You've been such a great friend, and just I love y'all.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you both. It's time for the voting to begin. Neither nominee is allowed to vote. Ian, as head of household, you will only vote in the event of a tie. Shane, Dan, one at a time, you will enter the diary room and cast your vote to evict. Shane, you're first. Please go to the diary room. Shane and Danielle share a close bond. His vote should be obvious. Hi, Shane.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Jen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dan has made it clear he is out for nobody but himself. But who would he rather be sitting next to should he make it to the end? Hi, Dan.
Hey, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Jen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
let's give the news to the house guests. House guests, the votes are in. When I reveal the vote, the evicted house guests will have just a few moments to say goodbye and walk out the front door. By a vote of 2-0, Jen, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.
Sorry. Do your thing out there.
I will. Here's my jacket and stuff. Listen, the winner is in this room, so keep it fun and keep it classy, okay? Don't forget to burn this place down.
We love you.
We did it. We did it, guys. We did it.
We did it.
Oh my gosh.
We did it.
Miss you, girl.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
You were in an alliance with Danielle
Yes.
and with Dan.
Yes.
So why do you think Danielle is sitting in the house while you're sitting here with me tonight?
Because I could have won that POV, and I didn't win that POV. And I really felt like my own fate was in my hands. And, you know, there must have been something else going on that I didn't know about. And I fought so hard to really stay in this house. And that's how it shook out.
You seem to be playing a pretty low-key game. That is, until you decided to use the power veto to save Dan.
I did.
Any regrets making that move?
I have zero regrets about making that move. I mean, I won the POV after DQ, and I was like, okay, I'm taking slop for the whole summer. And I was like, I want to do something big with this. And, you know, in all honesty, Dan, to me, is one of the most dangerous players currently in the game. And it's like, if you can't beat him, join him. So I was like, I wanted to work with him because it's like, I didn't know if I was going to be able to necessarily beat the guy. I figured it would be better to have him working for me than against me.
So do you think he's playing the best game right now out of the people left in there? Ian?
I don't know. Ian is a really tough competitor. I'll give him that. But Dan, I mean, he's slick. He keeps getting out of stuff. Obviously, maybe he should be sitting here instead of me. But
all right, you mentioned you've been on slop for 4 weeks now, so I don't know if you could smell it, but
oh my God!
we have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which used to be the punishment other than slop.
Oh my God! Can I eat this now?
Go for it.
Oh my God! I'm so hungry.
Go big. Jen, we will see you 1 week from tonight on finale night, when you and the rest of the jury... Go ahead and chew. I'll do the talking.
I'm so sorry.
September 19th at 9:30 Eastern, when you and the rest of the jury decide who wins Big Brother.
It sounds great. I'll be there.
Thank
Such
you.
a pleasure to meet you.
Get some
Thank
real
you
food.
so much.
The head of household competition. The winner is guaranteed a seat in the final 3 on finale night. Stay with us. The house guests were surprised with photos from their time in the Big Brother house. Pictures that hold the key to tonight's head of household competition. Let's head to the backyard and get things started. House guests, tonight's head of household competition could not be more important. The winner will automatically advance to the final 3. Ian, as outgoing head of household, you are not eligible to compete. Tonight's competition is called Photographic Memory. And here's how it works. I will ask you a series of questions based on the photographs you saw earlier today. If you think the answer is true, step forward. If you think the answer is false, step back. You will receive 1 point for every correct answer. The house guest with the most points after 7 questions will be the new head of household. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
Then let's begin. Question 1, true or false? In the photo of the loose change competition, the veto medallions were in the top row of the vending machines. If you think the answer is true, step forward. If you think it is false, step back. Answers, please. The correct answer is false. The medallions were in the second row from the top. Everyone got it right. Everyone gets a point. Go back to the middle as we move on. True or false? In the photo of the juggler competition, Brittany was not wearing a hat. If you think it's true, step forward. If you think it's false, step back. Answers, please. The correct answer is false. Brittany was wearing a hat. Everyone got it right. Everyone reset to the middle. Question 3, true or false? In the photo of the Feel the Burn competition, Mike Boogie had a blue towel around his neck. If you think it's true, step forward. If you think it's false, step back. Answers. The correct answer is true. Both Shane and Danielle got it correct. You each get a point. Everyone reset as we move on to question 4. True or false? In the photo of the Feel the Veto competition, all 6 letters in the word dugout were visible. If you think the answer is true, step forward. If you think the answer is false, step back. Answers, please. The correct answer is false. The letter T was not visible in the photo. Shane and Dan got it correct. Everyone step back to the middle. True or false? In the photo of the Fat Stacks competition, Will was wearing sunglasses. If you think the answer is true, step forward. If you think the answer is false, step back. Answers, please. The correct answer is true. Danielle and Dan got it correct. As we move on to question 6, everyone step back in the middle. We have a 3-way tie at 4 points apiece. Question 6, true or false? In the photo of the memory chip competition, the nacho burger tile was below the fajitas tile. If you think the answer is true, step forward. If you think the answer is false, step back. Answers, please. The correct answer is true. Dan and Danielle got it correct. Everyone reset as we move on to question 7. True or false? In the photo of the Big Brother Candy World, Jen's guess was 742. If you think it's true, step forward. If you think it's false, step back. Answers, please. The correct answer is false. Jen's guess was 724. It looks like we have a tie right now between Dan and Danielle, which means Dan and Danielle, grab your boards. We're going to a tiebreaker question. The answer will be a number. The person who comes closest to the correct number without going over will be the new HOH. If you both go over, the person closest to the correct number will win. Here we go. In the Time Flies veto competition, how many seconds elapsed from the starting horn to the finishing bell? In the Time Flies veto competition, how many seconds elapsed from the starting horn to the finishing bell? Answers now. I need to see your answer. The correct answer is 584 seconds, which means congratulations, Danielle. You are the new HOH. Ian, please hand over the key to the HOH bedroom. Danielle has won the HOH and a spot in the final 3, but who will she nominate for eviction? Stay with us. Big Brother. Join us tomorrow night live at 9, 8 Central to see whom Danielle nominates for eviction. But it's really all about the veto. Who will win the final veto and who will end up walking out the front door? There's only 1 week left before we crown the winner of Big Brother. Tune in next Wednesday when the final 3 battle it out for head of household. All of the house guests reunite and one house guest walks away with the $500,000 grand prize. For now, let's eavesdrop on the house guest. From outside the Big Brother house, I'm Julie Chen. Good night.
Worth a shot.
How many seconds was it?
584.
You said without going over, right?
Yeah. 155. I wanted a low.